I come from the startup world, so we're going to go and transcend from the macro trends that we just heard about and get down to some guerrilla tactics for defining your target drinking audience. We are going to talk about some bootstrap friendly strategies for beverage startups. Our mission here is going to be to use creative, resourceful tactics to deeply understand your audience and formulate your perfect product without breaking the bank. I don't come from a world where you generally have a lot of funding. So we are going to talk about how myself and some of my partners who are here in the audience have worked through different product development that we've done to develop great products and also connect well with our audience. Some things you can do here: stealth observation and infiltration, bar reconnaissance. This is something I'm a big fan of. We can talk about stats all day long, but I'm a big fan of actually just being out in the world. Something I say often is you can't build a brand without community, and you can't find community in a spreadsheet. So get out, go to your target venues, hang out there, watch what people are drinking, eavesdrop on conversations, see what people are actually doing. Be out in the world. At the same time, you do need to look at social media, stalk study what your competitors are doing, go to their events, go to food festivals, be out in the world. Farmers markets are a great place. Fitness events as a customer. See what people are doing, see what people want, see what's happening out in the world. You can also, we call it the Trojan Horse Survey, taste test ambush, free samples. We did this big time for this product. This product here, Come On No, is actually our first venture into non-alcohol. We obviously all see the trend for non-alcohol. This is a caffeinated sparkling water that we created. We've been doing this a very slow rollout. We have taken this product over the last 3 years. We've taken it to South by, we've taken it to Coachella, we've handed it out, we've talked to everyone we've passed it out to, we've taken in all the feedback. That is the best kind of free consumer study feedback that you can get. You can definitely obviously pay for these types of studies, but I find like if you're out there in the world getting the feedback, it's the best way to go about it. Social media polls is market research. You can create these on your own. You can disguise them as fun content. You can certainly coffee or energy drinks for your 3 p.m. crash, create the polls yourself. You can find all kinds of interns to also help you do this great type of work as well. You can also look at complementary businesses that might be interested in doing this type of events with you. One of the types of partners we've looked at for our new energy drink are gyms, cafes, co-working spaces. You've got to get really creative, but you can offer to share the insights with those businesses that you get and gain. That's a really good way to go about it. You can also do your own detective work digitally. The pain point prospector method is one way to go about it. Analyzing 1-star review of your competitors. What are other people doing wrong so you can avoid those things? Reddit deep dive. You mine Reddit's subreddits. Energy, fitness, colleges for unfiltered opinions. It's something that we did to really find out what people were liking, not liking in the energy drink world when we were going out there. One of the things we noted when we were going for our beverage is we targeted 100 milligrams of caffeine because a lot of people were finding that 200 milligrams of caffeine was way too high. I don't want to get too specific up here, but I find for my learning style that concrete examples work well. Hashtag intelligence, you can create location-based hashtags to see what your target market is actually drinking. That's a really helpful tactic as well. I'm getting to my favorite thing that I really wanted to get to talk to you about here. Bootstrap formulation targeting. This is a serious budget hack for anybody who is creating any kind of a new product or looking to improve the product they're already working with. You can leverage supplier technical teams. And I'm not sure if anybody in this room is familiar with that. This is something we did with our product. So we had a product already But once we went out and did a lot of the activities I've already discussed here, we knew there were improvements to be made. So we learned through conversations at a lot of events like this that you could go to some of the large supplier ingredient companies. There's actually one here on the floor. I think the one here on the floor is Pacific Blue. You can go and speak to them, and they have their own R&D teams. They will actually help you formulate and reformulate your products for free because their whole point is to sell ingredients to you. So we actually worked with a company called Carrie, and they helped us improve our formulation on our product. So we worked through all of our formulation, reformulated our product, and came back with a newly reformulated product based on all the feedback from all the activities we did on the previous slides. And we're able to do that without any kind of dollar amounts invested. And if you go to a formulator, a company who only does formulation, and you pay them to do that, generally you're going to pay at least $15,000 to $20,000 per formulation. So I encourage you guys to stop by and speak to Pacific Blue. There's also Carrie as a company you can reach out to, but there are tens and tens of these companies in the United States, plus globally, that you can go speak to. On top of having development that I just talked about, they also have all kinds of technical reports that you can look at. They have taste studies for trends. You heard a lot of information that Jim was kind enough to offer from Diageo, that Drew was kind enough to offer from Nielsen. You have all of these statistics. You can also speak to these ingredients companies, get free trend reports that you don't have to pay for. You can know what tastes are trending, what tastes are going to trend next year. So you can think about what flavors to develop, what you might want to create for your audience, what kind of audience you're targeting. You can talk that through with all of these ingredient companies. In addition, you can also go back to those social media campaigns that I mentioned earlier, look at co-creations, talk about what your audience might want to see for your next ingredients, for your next flavors, for your next innovations, depending on what type of category you're in, what you're looking to do next. Yeah, that's what it was. This I was kind of rushing to get to this one because it was the thing I really wanted to deliver you guys is my favorite guerrilla tactic for development, that you can deliver amazing product for a really bootstrap tactic. I wanted to get to the end and deliver one last messaging that I did not create a slide for, and that was, as you do define your audience, you're deciding what type of tequila you're putting to market, what type of non-alcoholic beverage you're putting to market, what your brand is, who you are. I hope you continue to be who you are and you don't make any changes based on pressure from other individuals. Illegal was very much a social justice and mission-oriented brand. It had a lot of messaging. It developed an audience that appreciated that campaign, that wanted this campaign. It delivered that message to its drinkers. I've recently joined a new tequila brand called Chicas Divertidas. It is Fun Girls. That's what that brand name means. It's Megan Thee Stallion's new tequila. The entire messaging for this is fun. It is absolutely completely different brand. I'm now delivering to a new audience. I'm very proud of that brand just as much as the other brand. And it has as much of a lane. And so whatever you decide your lane is, be proud of it, deliver it. I keep getting this messaging, but what are you going to deliver to the tequila drinkers? Like, well, those people are tequila drinkers. That is a tequila. You can just have fun. It doesn't have to be serious. Or you can be serious and deliver serious. Or you can deliver a mission-based brand. Whatever it is that you're doing, do it, be proud of it, love it, and I hope you enjoy everything that you do.